Oh yeah, alcohol detox. Day number 22. Deuce, baby. Shit. So, alcohol detox day 22. What have I learned? And let me share it with you. Yeah. Essentially, I have learned that I have beaten my dependency with alcohol, undoubtedly. I feel like that I could have some drinks in social occasions now, and I'll be fine. But the twist of that is I also feel like if I were to have some drinks, like just by myself at the house, that would trigger more of that, if that makes any sense. So like, you know, my buddy's coming into town this weekend or early next week. One of those nights, I'm gonna hang out and probably have a few beers, and I think that'll be fine. But like tonight, if I were to stop by and get some beer on the way to the house, I think that would trigger more desires to do the same going forward. I don't know why. That's just how I feel. And I feel, actually, you know what? I think I do know why. Because if I'm drinking at the house at the end of a day, just like by myself, that is kind of like emotional drinking, in my opinion, I think. You know, as I say frequently, I'm no scientist. But if I'm drinking socially, out somewhere, and for, you know, reason other than let's go out every night to the bar and get drunk, you know, I think that's like totally fine. I think that's probably actually healthy. In fact, I've seen that it's healthy to have, you know, that type of interaction. I forgot what I was seeing or reading or whatever, but it was like one night out with your buddies a week to have some beer actually like adds years of your life, or whatever the fuck. A glass of wine, you know, with your fucking meal every night is okay, I guess. But it's when you don't know how to stop and you take advantage of it, rather abuse it, and do it every fucking night, which I was doing. And it became a way to cope, as I keep saying. And that's what I don't want to ever happen again. And I realize that life is always going to throw, you know, challenges and hurdles and boulders and rocks in my path and whatever the fuck analogy or metaphor you want to use there. But these things make us stronger, so we need to fight through the hard times, whatever they may be, and push forward. Why not begin, my friend? Why not begin? If you're thinking about doing the same thing, I would recommend that you give it a shot. It's good shit. I no longer have that desire to... Shut up! I no longer have the desire to go and get, you know, 3 or 4 tall boy IPAs to settle into my evening every night. You know, it's just not there anymore. Fuck, I hate that noise. You know, and I think that finding purpose in your day-to-day life adds to the ability to detox. Fucking shit, that noise. You know, whatever you do, if it doesn't make you happy and your mind is dormant, if you're someone like me who thrives on mental engagement, depth of mind type stuff, because you know us depth of mind people like to use the word stuff. That's how we talk. Yeah. But you know, some people are totally cool with, like, you know, holding down a kiosk in the mall and just fucking counting seconds and tiles on the floor and shit, and just like taking a smoke break every 45 minutes, and then you're fucking happy. That's what you like doing. Or some people enjoy, you know, say car sales, for instance. Car sales is like a fuck ton of time where you're just sitting on your ass waiting for a sale, waiting for someone to walk in the door, twiddling your thumbs and checking out social media. I've come to the point where I feel like not necessarily social media, but dicking around on the phone for no reason is depleting to the soul, to me, just the same as working a job like that. Also, if you're not exercising, exercise. I don't care if you look like you're in shape. I don't care if you are a thin person and I'm going to need to exercise. Exercise is not about how you look. It's about how you feel. Now, granted, if you do it enough and you have a proper diet, then you will also very much like the way you look if you don't before you started exercising. But that's not the point. The point of exercise is how you feel. The endorphins it releases, the energy it gives you, and just the natural optimism, the natural high that comes from it, the natural zest. So, if you drink and you're trying to quit drinking, but you don't exercise, good fucking luck. You'll end up convincing yourself that you need some kind of medication to fucking make it through shit, which is ridiculous. Whatever. I'm sure there's situations out there that do need medication. I'm not trying to fucking piss off people or whatever, but I know that there's a lot of people out there that use medication for whatever certain shit that it's not necessary. Just fucking eat a good diet and exercise and lay off the fucking fatty foods and the alcohol every night, shit like that. You know me, real deal, feel like to go on the long-winded tangent. And I had some more shit to say about that, but enough about drinking and all that shit. I guess in closing, I would say that I have gotten to the point that I can drink socially, in my opinion. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to drink by myself, and I also don't want to go drink on a night before I've got to work the next day. I want to be ready to go. I want to wake up ready to go, and I'm working on that a little bit, and I have my own shit going on that I'm still working through, why I'm not bouncing out of bed immediately. But you add drinking to that, and then it's even tougher to get out of bed, regardless of whatever. So I don't want to, drink the night before I got to go to work. I'm sure there's going to be situations in my life where that ends up happening, but I definitely don't want to make it a habit. So for me, it's going to be maybe going and obviously hanging out with my sister and niece and nephews and my brother-in-law, on occasional weekends, going over there on a Friday or a Saturday night, having some drinks and having the weekend to recoup, and then going back to work. Or, a friend comes into town, or, a friend wants to go grab drinks on a Friday night or something like that, then that's cool. But I'm definitely not going to be drinking, more than just a few beers on those occasions. I'm not going to be going crazy, and I'm damn sure not going to be drinking by myself at the house, because productivity is what's most important to me right now. I have a new trade that I'm learning, and obviously there's going to be a lot of time dedicated towards learning that new trade. But then alongside of that, I'm learning to market that trade and learning how to penetrate my market and my territory. And then also working on ways to market and network with my mortgage license, because I'm still going to do that on the side. And then also learning the craft of videography, and eventually I want to invest in better equipment and get into art stuff and start a podcast, and I want to do all this shit, and I can't do all that shit when I'm fucking drinking. It just doesn't work. So that needs to be a celebratory, social type thing that happens, occasionally. The rest of the time, it's a polar opposite, polar difference from the old Phil that was always trying to escape. And some people may not admit that. They may drink every night and, I'm not escaping anything, I just like drinking. Bullshit. You're escaping something. I fucking wholeheartedly believe that. And if you don't believe that, if you do drink every night and you're not escaping anything, then surely you wouldn't have a problem detoxing for 30 days and stopping it, 21 days even. And you'll find out, the truth will reveal itself to you on day 21, day 20, day 19, whatever. At least go 21 days without, and then see how you feel about it. Because, you know, I didn't realize what I was doing myself. It's self-inflicted fucking shit that I'm doing. And for what? Why was I doing it? You know? Because I was unhappy. It wasn't social. It wasn't for fun, so to speak. It was because I was unhappy, depressed, and that's how I chose to cope with my depression. Not good. Not good. But, you know, when I get my place, when I get my apartment, I'm gonna have it set up. I'm gonna have like fucking stations in there. You know, all the real estate will be taken up with like a fucking yoga meditation area, a fucking YouTube creator area, content creator area, an art area, because I am an artist. I used to do a lot of sketching and oil pastels. I want to get back into that because it's therapeutic to the soul. It's good for the fucking soul. You know what I mean? I want to do all that shit. That's like another reprieve, as opposed to, you know, and everybody's got their own thing, but as opposed to me coming home from a long day of work and drinking to fucking feel good, instead, go for a walk with my dog and work on some art, you know? Whatever it is. That shit for me is gonna come when I move into my new place, because I need that, and granted, maybe I don't, but I need that new place to clear my mind in a lot of ways. And it's okay, because in the meantime, I've got a lot of studying to do for my new job, which, by the way, today was day one, and fucking awesome. I love it. I feel like a family. I feel like they're my family already. Got to meet everybody, and it was a long day, but it flew by because it was all good shit. Like, I'm learning about shit. There's a lot of depth in it, and it's not mindless shit. So I'm super pumped about that. So anyhow, that's gonna be my focus for a while, and then I will move into my new place and begin doing all the shit that I want to do. Short story long, long story short. I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about right now. I'm just fucking ranting, obviously. Anyhow, that's the end of Alcohol Detox Day 22. If you want to clear your mind, the rest will follow. In the words of, fuck, what was that group's name? Free your mind and the rest will follow. Be colorblind, don't be so shallow. I forget the name of that group. Someone probably knows. Comment below if you know. Anyhow, if you're drinking every day, your mind is cluttered. And it's because somewhere you are unhappy. Period. So go inside your soul, go inside yourself, and figure out what that is. But as long as you're fucking drinking, you're not going to figure out what that is. Because you're covering it up. Burying it and bottling it. Burying it and bottling it. Anyhow, that's the end of transmission day 22. I love you all. Real deal out.